Cold Facts, Season 2. It's Episode 6. I'm your host, Marcus Sloan.
And I am your co-host, Brandi Sloan.
The Vivacious.
Oh, my goodness. Babe, no.
The Fantastic.
Oh, God. I think every time you do this, that's my comment every single time.
Lo said, can she come in and say hi?
Come on,
Dad,
Pooh.
come on, big girl.
But be careful, please.
You got Lo.
Come on, Logan.
We got our daughter Lo. Be careful.
Be careful.
You want to come in and say hi?
Be careful.
Take a just step over the cord, baby. All right, just come right here. Get down. There she go. Hi. Okay, baby.
Okay, be careful. Be careful.
Oh, she a little like a mama.
She's accident prone.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so Granny's out of town. She having a good time with her best friend.
In Chicago, in the cold shy.
Well, that's not where the thing is.
Oh, then she at the Delta conference.
And she's a Zeta. But her best friend is a Delta, so she went to go roll out with her girl.
In Indy. Naptown.
So Lo is with us today. So that means we have to be very censored with what we talk about, babe.
I don't know how to be censored.
Yes,
we are very blessed, though, to have kind of live-in help. That's a big thing for people, man. We are extremely blessed to have. We have what we call like a next-gen home. So Brandy's mom lives with us, so it's like a built-in babysitter, someone to watch the kids. And
even though she does not watch them, they watch themselves, but she does make sure the house doesn't burn down.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't have the luxury of that. You needed to travel or do anything. You got to think about the kids, like who gonna watch the kids, where the kids gonna go.
And I manifested that. I saw a billboard one day driving down 45, and I saw like the concept of it, and I told Marcus, I was like, babe, this is it. We have to get this particular house for our first like big girl, big boy house. I was like, this is it. I'm not wavering. Like, this is the type of house that we have to get. I prayed about it, prayed, and look at God.
We got it. So
we got it.
Yeah, she out of town.
But we are ready to move. So
we are ready to move already. But no, again, couples that I hear to go. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
You always take care of me.
I do. Keep going.
Anyway, being able to have help is essential. I need the mic because I can do it like this.
That is a mic.
I need me higher.
Talking to mic, dude.
You got my space. Anyway.
I did take your place. Sorry.
Being able to travel freely and go places and do things because you have help is a luxury. I think it's helped our relationship, obviously, us being able to get out and go and be on the road and on a plane in different places. So shout out to
Granny.
Ross Thomas. He looked out.
The kids are now, they're older. I mean, not quite old enough.
Kids should not.
We're not comfortable enough just yet with them to stay home by themselves. But, I mean, soon.
It's a certain age. Kids should not be at home by themselves at like 10, 11 years old. About 15, 16 maybe.
I was definitely at home by myself at 10 and 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
We did live in a different time then. But, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of latchkey kids. I mean, we talk about that all the time. You didn't have to do that because your mom and dad were both right there. But everybody doesn't have that luxury. So, I mean, when you grow up with a single mom or a single dad, they have to work. They can't pick you up from school. Your parents Marcus didn't even ride the school bus. So,
I did not. A little bit growing up.
Right, I remember that one story.
We were in Acres Home. I was in elementary school, so I rode the bus maybe a couple years.
Yeah, so I mean, I rode the bus for sure. Middle school for sure. High school, Westbury. I was literally on the Metro 613 from Cattails to Westbury. So, I mean, you're very privileged. Everybody doesn't
I'm from
have
Acres
that
Home.
luxury.
I'm privileged, but I had the privilege of my parents
Correct.
always being available and both of them being there, which is a blessing. It was so. Now looking at it, I'm a parent at 40 years old. I think about my mom and dad always being there and the time that was spent just with them and them making games and picking me up. It's a big reason. Again, it shapes who you are when you're a kid. I try not to be late. or I try to be there for the kids, picking them up and dropping them off.
But your schedule is very sporadic. You're out of town a lot. So how do you think that you fare with that, especially with it being a little bit different from how your mom and dad were with you and your brother?
I think I fare great. I mean, I would probably say I can count on both hands the number of times I have not dropped my kids off at school. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah, I take them to school every day.
Well, the days they're with us.
Well, yes, the days they're with us, but and even picking them up, I mean, I try to be there as much as I can all the time, actually.
Which is good for me because I really don't like being up in the morning, and Marcus is a morning person, and I am totally a 9 to 9 type of girl. So
9 a.m., 9 p.m.
It works perfectly because he's up every morning and doesn't have a qualm, no attitude or anything. He's there to drop the kids off, so it's perfect for me.
It's another thing with being married, like your partner, about like knowing them, and it took me a while, like to adjust to her not being a morning person
and not having a bad attitude.
Yeah, I used to be pissed. Like, you could get up, you're an adult. Like, wake up.
And I could get up, but my attitude would not be that great. At least now I do get up because, I mean, I am up at 7 to try to get the kids lunch together, or I let them dress themselves, so it's no fighting as far as them figuring out what they're going to wear. But I am up to make the lunch or to get a quick little breakfast. Nothing extravagant.
I mean, and you have done a better,
pastry.
Like, a great job at that. Again, it's not natural. It's something that I had to get out of my head. It's like a natural instinct. In my mind, I thought, what's natural instinct for a woman to be a mom and a wife and take care of kids and a husband? But it's not a natural instinct. Just like for a man, it's not a natural instinct for some men to be good dads or husbands.
Not true.
And so it's just a mentality I had to change. We talked about that before.
But I mean, individual, the mentality, the person has to make some changes.
Correct. Yeah. For me, I had to make changes also.
Right. Because I wouldn't say that you were the best husband prior to me or even the beginning of us.
I mean, yeah, I was not the best husband. I was very selfish as far as how I thought, how I thought things should be, how I wanted things to be. It was very one-sided, as opposed to me kind of opening my mind a little bit and be like, yo, listen, this marriage is supposed to be about her, and vice versa. She's supposed to be in a marriage for me.
Right.
As opposed to me always thinking like, man, what am I getting? What am I going to get? My benefit.
And I always told Marcus, like, I want our marriage to mimic what we want our marriage to mimic, not what we see on TV, not what he saw maybe growing up, just something that works well for both of us and is very cohesive. And
I had to change my thought process because of that, because I was just going off what I saw. And even with social media, you see things out there, you think like,
oh, that stuff is fake.
No, I don't think all of it's fake.
I think about 90% of that stuff that people put out on social media, because they're literally putting out exactly what they want you to see. I
mean, you could say that too about, we talk about your parents. Like, it's some stuff your parents, they shield from you.
True.
Or shielded from you or from me. So you can say the same thing. Like, a lot of times I don't know what my mom was like as a wife. I just know what I saw. Right. And some of that was shielded and behind closed doors in their room, in their closet, or wherever it may have been. But I mean, I think same for social media. I think, again, though, but the relationship part of it is when I call the human side, like knowing Brandi as a person and being okay that she's different than me. I think that was my biggest hurdle. Like, her being different than me, like opposite.
Very opposite. We're very opposite.
Yeah, like, I like her. I think she's beautiful. She's sexy. She's great. But when you get past that, it's like this person.
Right.
Like, she is opposite of me in a lot of ways. So I had to really.
Most ways.
Fall in love with who she is as a person. Not.
How difficult was that for you?
Extremely difficult.
To fall in love with who I am as a person?
Like, all your flaws and everything are 100% difficult, because you are a complete total opposite of me. And the crazy part is we have a great chemistry. We get along. Like, we are very, very, we're good friends. We're best friends. But I mean, you say that, but you
look at you.
Like, you
hey bestie. I'm just kidding.
Are so different. So then I am. So it made me. I had to
adjust. And as did I. I mean, but I've always, now there may be one or two things like nuances that maybe rub me the wrong way about you, but for the most part, I've always been very into you and very like intrigued and in love with who you are. It's not very, like you have this laundry list of things about me. I have a very small list.
What you mean laundry list as far as what?
What you would want me to like be like, you know, the things that you
I want to change about you.
I would hope at this point you don't want to change anything about me.
Oh, like my little things, my little quirks about you.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, the older I get, I am getting more complex and I'm dealing with a lot of things, but as far as you go, I mean, I've learned to fall in love with who you are. It's been a big adjustment. I will say that because like I said, I can't, I'm a person, I'm a control freak. I want to be in charge. I want to be the leader. So when that happens, sometimes you have to push and guide people and pull. But Brandi goes at her own pace, but with everything. Every now and then you'll push her towards something, but she goes with her own pace. And so for me, that's difficult, especially if she's going too slow. Right?
But I think for me, a lot of times when people try to like wheel me or guide me to do something, 9 times out of 10 it's something that I really don't want to do and then I regret doing it. Like let me kind of like think about it a little bit, get my feet wet with it, and then like let's see, but don't try to make me do something. Like I don't like to be wheeled or forced to really do anything. And
I'm used to it, being an athlete. I'm used to, you got to push through, but she's going to take her sweet time with it.
And my mind is a lot different from yours too. Like you said, on to the next play. For me, yes. I can't just go on to the next play. Like I have, I'm going to sit in it and process and think about it and get mad, I'm sure, and then be like, oh, okay, well, maybe. Then I'm gonna get pissed off again.
Whereas, something happened, it's something else that can happen. Like that's my coping mechanism. That's how I deal with things. Because if I don't know, if I sat with things, if I process things, I think I may become a different person.
Ooh, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We're already a bit much, but
yeah, I probably.
Yeah, no.
I'll be a for sure different person, but yeah, Brandi's better. It's better if she like wants to do or likes to do it.
Right.
And so, but again, it's gonna take a sweet time and a long time.
And for me,
I'm impatient too. So after you get to a certain point in my mind, I used to get like frustrated with her, like, yo, she should want to do this anyway. Like, what's taking so long with this? It makes no sense. You should already be chomping at the bit to do this, but
not me.
Not her. She is on her own time. And so it would make me think like, does she really care about me like that? Does she really love me like that? Because she not moving when I want her to move.
But I always try to tell you, like, let me be I need to be comfortable in it, because if I'm not comfortable, it's not going to really be a good outcome for you, because you're going to see my frustration, and you know how you are. You don't want to make people do anything.
And that's the other part.
You want people to want to do certain things.
That's a huge deal. Like, I want you to do this. If it's a force, and it's a force where I can tell you don't want to do it.
Well, you just kind of contradicted yourself.
It's worse. But I'm saying if I see it's a force.
Mm-hmm. And I wear everything on my face.
Yeah, like I can force somebody to do something.
Like you can, everything I'm thinking, you can see it right here for sure, hands down.
Yeah.
That's Logan again.
Yes.
What'd she say?
Can she get some? Oh, what'd she say? Dad, I thought this was a podcast, not the Housewives. She funny, dog. Anyway, Lo. Yeah, so I do want to force her to do stuff, but I want her to be happy to doing it, even though she's not ready.
You want to force me to do something and be happy in your force?
Sound like slavery a little bit, huh?
A little.
Dang.
I was in the house. Sorry. I would have been in the house.
Yeah, so that's why. But I have learned to fall in love with who she is. It's taking me. It's a work in progress for me.
Every day? Every
single day.
Am I a different person every day?
No, you have gotten better with that, being a different person. But the one thing I am getting accustomed to is this whole like friend thing, and like her now that she's not working, like she made a point. She was like, I have to have like something outside of the family in the house. So for that is hanging out with her friends and planning events, and they got something going on next weekend. You know, like just her planning, it gives her something, and it's kind of like what I'm struggling with now. Actually, trying to figure out like not who am I or who I am as a person, but I'm trying to figure out what else I like to do besides make money.
And I think that that's a good problem.
I love making money, dog. That's my favorite thing to do, probably. I mean, outside of my family, of course, but
I always, even like last time we talked about, you talking about the crotch shorts. I was you
big
like
crotch clothing
coming soon.
You
like clothing, you like making money. It's just yet another venture. I mean, you have a new venture that you're about to kind of dive into.
Oh, my streaming.
With the streaming. So, I mean, you're always coming up with something. Just for you, the disconnect is me wanting to do something outside of you. That's
correct.
The largest disconnect.
The large disconnect. But I mean, again, I am getting better with it. I just had to step outside.
Not really, because he asked me yesterday, what are you doing?
I'm just curious. I was asking.
Oh.
But I had to step out. But
No, you didn't want to, like, you didn't ask any questions. Like, when is this? Like, kind of, you were a little tooty when you asked me.
What type of questions did I ask, though?
It was like, now, when is this again? And what are y'all doing? Very attitudey, not excited. Like when you tell me, like Jason invited me out to the conclave or whatever was going on, and I was like, oh, for real? Oh, okay, when is it? Where is it? Like I'm all excited. Like cool. What you gonna like? Of course, he didn't end up going, but
I did.
But I'm all excited and happy for you to do something.
I'm not like a hanger out. I just don't like hang out.
A hanger outer.
I'm not a hanger outer anymore. I used to be. Not anymore though.
Well, you used to be a club goer. You didn't really. You used to just go to the club. You weren't really hanging out.
I was hanging out at the club.
And I hang out. Like obviously, I've had my fair share of being in the club back in the day, but I just like getting together with the ladies and just having a good time. Just kiki, little drinks, and hey, and just have fun. That's what I like to do. So yes, we are. It's a group of us who we're all 83 babies, so we all turned 40 this year. So a few of us are heading this big girls extravaganza, all pink event next weekend.
It's just 2 days or one?
It's just 1 day.
Oh, 1 day.
Yeah, just a Friday, just Friday. So we're getting everything, because we usually go out of town. We usually take a trip every 5 years. So me and this group is the majority of like my Prairie View friends, and then we, mix and mingle. We bring in a couple other people, but we didn't do that this year because we all took really big trips. I went with Marcus to Bali, and actually this group of friends, they also went to Bali, a few of them. So we didn't do a really big trip this year. So we are just trying to get together and just do a party. I mean, I've been having this dress, my birthday dress. I got it last year. I will hold on to some clothes. So I got it last year. I'm just ready to wear it and excited to just have a good time with the girls, and that's it. So we have a couple things planned and trying to get everything set in stone. I'll fill you in later.
It's just different.
And you see how much excitement I get out of that?
Yeah, we're opposite people.
All I do is fold clothes and wash dishes and vacuum the floor literally all day. This is what I wake up doing. I have been washing and folding laundry literally for the past
3 days.
3 days, and I still have about 7 loads to wash and fold and go, and so forth.
So yeah, and again, I see that. So this is her outlet, and I have to be okay with her outlet. Everything is not about me, which is
very difficult for him.
Very difficult, even for me to say.
It's very difficult.
But everything is not about me. I think, and again, husbands, guys, fellas, it's not about you.
Fellas.
Let me not say that, because it's not always about.
I mean,
you.
my everyday, like I think about 20 hours a day, it's about you.
How?
We'll say 15 hours a day, it's about you.
You think 15 hours a day is always about me?
I mean, I'm right there with you. I can talk to you, even though you're on the phone all the time talking to a coach, but at least I'm downstairs folding clothes. You can come sit on the couch with me. But that's what my life has become, and it's an adjustment for me because I've always been very independent and I've always worked, and literally since I was 14 years old, I've had a job had a fake ID from Fiesta, went and was a pool waitress at Brayburn Country Club.
There you go.
So, I mean, I've always had a job. So this is very difficult for me. I think I maybe have not worked maybe 2 years, maybe 3 because of COVID.
For sure, 2 years getting that master's, you ain't work.
Yeah, I was getting a master's degree, so I took 2 years off, even though Marcus did everything for me to obtain the degree. So I really appreciate him for that. So I did take 2 years off during that time, but other than that, I've worked. Yeah. I mean, that's all I really know is to work. And
so that's your outlet, and I have to. Even like lately, maybe like this week, I'm starting to understand like about needing an outlet. Like I think I'm even going through not about a depression, but something, because I mean, if it's not really work or family, I really have nothing else. And I think a lot of men may suffer from that. You know, they may suffer in silence from it, like not really having an outlet.
Yeah.
Or trying to figure out what outlet works best for them.
So are you going to try to take some time to figure that out, or because you started back working out, now you feel all like sick?
Well,
like
I feel sick. I just
has just been really like.
No, I mean, I think I am feeling like a little depressed maybe. And I just, again, when I am actively or if I have an event and I'm actively in the event, I'm okay.
But you always have an event. I mean, you literally.
But I mean, like if it's the week of or the day of, but like after, if it's in between, like I feel like this imbalance, and I feel like a little like even now, like I was telling Brand today, like eating makes me happy. And you know, when you watch shows like 600 Pound Life and stuff, you think, man, I'll never get that fat. Like, why are they eating so much? But like, I mean,
think that's like a sign of like a depression. You know,
no, it's like when I eat, like this past couple weeks,
it makes you feel good.
It makes me feel great, like I'm eating. But now, like I'm getting fat as hell, and like my stomach feels full all the time. So like I shouldn't even be eating. So I started working back out this week to try to, you know, like get back in some type of shape.
But that's been difficult.
It's been very difficult for me. Yeah. I left my AirPods today, so that was extremely tough. But I pushed through. But yeah, it's just trying to figure out an outlet.
But even like your therapist told you when you were talking to your therapist, he was saying like, why don't you never really like revel in the accomplishment that you just had. It's all, you just never. And I don't understand why, but you just never feel like anything you do is good enough. And so I feel like internally that does something for you. Like we were talking, you remember we talked about this on the last podcast, so I'm not going to bring it back up. But you just never take the time or the opportunity to, like, you know, relish in the fact that you succeeded or you over-exceeded what you may have done the last year that you put on this event, or you now have 20 more coaches than you had last year. You never take the time to really enjoy that.
Even a lot of people gave me a lot of compliments on this. I had a NCAA live event here in Houston this past weekend, and it was pretty good. I mean, for me, it was pretty good. But I've been getting a lot of compliments from parents and coaches saying how good of a job it was. It was a great event. It was spectacular, but I just don't like feel that.
But why? I always try to understand why.
I don't know. And I don't know if it's a thing where it's being an athlete, like I said, to where you can't, it's the next play, or like where you can't like rest on your laurels and be like, okay, it's almost like we say, you don't read your newspaper clippings.
Okay.
To where you're reading your accomplishments.
I'm not an athlete, so I don't know about that.
To where you say, so now you start to kind of smell yourself, but you know what? I did do a good job.
But what's wrong with that?
And you don't like work as hard. Like
but
it
that's
keeps
not
me
even
like
who you are. But,
hungry or humble.
But again, you're just never satisfied. You know, like it's how we talk about him being number one, and I'm like, in your mind, why aren't you already that?
Even in my mind, I feel like it was okay. The event was okay, and maybe because I wanted more schools there. Maybe if I would have had 30 schools, 40 schools, maybe
this was your first time doing it.
It was, but I just expect excellence, like in life.
But it was excellent.
Anything I do.
Why wasn't it excellent to you?
I don't know. Maybe because I didn't have as many schools I thought I would have, and I think also too what hurts me is I have these grand expectations about everything in my life, relationships, people, things I do, my work, my events I put on. Like I have these grand expectations. And maybe they're unrealistic. So if I don't reach them, I'm like, damn, I didn't even.
Yeah, that is something that you do struggle with because you will, oh yeah, I want to get 700 teams. And it's like, well, I think one day you will be able to get 700 teams, but you're just now getting in, so you might not get 700 teams. Or, oh, I want to put on a college event. Go and like learn the craft, see what it takes to put into having a successful college event. Don't just go and have one and it flops. Or
I just think it's ambition. Even what you like I said, like even with me trying to force you to do things or force you to be this certain type, like it's this expectation. I had these grand expectations when like you are a human being. You're not perfect. Right. You know, I put all this stuff on you.
Tell you, like it just leaves you.
Right, feeling dejected or feeling like
because you put all these grand expectations on people, and you shouldn't do that because at the end of the day, it's the only person that's hurting from it is you.
It's very detrimental.
Very, and I don't. Yeah, we have to do something about that.
It's very, very detrimental. So, but again, I know a lot of men suffer with that.
Yeah.
You know, just the ambition of it and trying to find an outlet and trying to find something else to do. With your time outside of your work and your family and having these coping mechanisms and
what do you like aside from me, aside from the kids? Do you like you really need to think aside from making money, like anything that doesn't have to do necessarily with work? Do you enjoy anything? You start to try to get into shopping a little bit, but then you're very off and on with that.
Yeah, you spend so much
now
money.
We started the podcast. That was another venture.
I love doing this. I do. But even like my posting, I got to post more. I haven't really felt like the energy not energy, but the juice to post. Do you have too much
stuff on your plate? Like, are you?
It's like a therapy session over the podcast. It's a therapy session.
I do have a master's. We do have a master's in counseling.
I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying. I'm sure a lot of men suffer from this. So, fellas, like y'all not alone. A lot of us go, deal with this and go through this. I'm going through it currently.
Maybe that needs to be our next guest, a therapist.
Maybe, because I do feel like, we're laughing, but I do feel maybe it's the depression thing. And especially with the food. I've never had like a crazy relationship with food, but like these past 3 weeks, like I've been going crazy eating. Like, and I just felt better after I eat now. Psychologically, I feel better, but physically, I don't feel better.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a constant struggle and battle, but I'm going to try to get out of it.
I think we really need to talk. If anybody can recommend a therapist for Marcus individual, we can do couples therapy. But yeah, because you get like this from time to time. I think I've experienced this with you maybe two or three times.
Couple times for sure.
Yeah, and when it gets there, it's very scary for you, but it's also very scary for me.
Right. And I don't want to scare her, so I just kind of try to deal with it on my own.
But I don't think that you should be like that because, again, a lot of men, like you said, are suffering in silence, and then sometimes they go and take drastic measures, which I don't necessarily want that to be.
Well, yes,
something that you.
Yeah, it's like even with what's the drummer? The guy on Ellen's show,
right?
Yeah, like he looked very happy, but
DJ, what was his name?
Forgot his name.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he looked very like not nice. No, DJ Nice was the Instagram.
No, not nice. His name was. Oh my goodness, I forgot.
Google it. Well, you got. I'll look it up. Yeah. But yeah, seemed like he was happy. He had a family, he had a good career, and
a lot of dancing going on. He looked very jolly.
he looked very happy.
He was a dancer.
Well, yeah, he ended his life. And again, when I was younger, I would think like never. Right. But it's like you just never know mentally what people are going through.
Right.
And so sometimes you're not sure what can get you over the hump. Sometimes it could be a simple little thing, or it could be, but I would say, fellas, talk to somebody.
For sure.
And I'm talking to myself too when I say that. So, because it's
check on your strong friends. You got to check on your strong friends. You okay, honey?
Yes.
And for me, that, like, even thinking about that, it hits a little bit closer to home for me. For those of you that know, obviously, you know. But, so, I get very just kind of, I'm not weirded out by it, but it's just something that hits a little bit closer to home, although it was many, many, many moons ago. But
yeah, she is, when it comes to me, she gets a little, especially if I'm not
100%.
100% my normal self, she gets a little like antsy and
Right.
worried. So I try not to worry her with it. But she can tell, you know, she's been with me a long time. So she knows like if something a little bit off,
Right.
it's a little bit off.
And I always ask him, like, are you okay? Like, you seem a little distant, or is something bothering you? And he always just says no. So I am happy that I can tell, but he did message me today just to kind of let me know he was feeling a little off. And then a lot of people are going through mental health crisis.
Yeah.
Like Carlee. We all know the story of Carlee from Instagram. Oh, Carlee.
And what was wrong with her? I saw a bunch of stuff on Instagram and Twitter about her. So she lied about being kidnapped, basically.
I don't want to say that she lied. I don't want to say it because they have not just come right out and said, not that I've seen since yesterday. Maybe they said something today that she just flat out lied, but it seems to be the consensus from the Twitter and Instagram police is that she may have been either having like an episode, maybe like some type of psychotic break, or that she was hallucinating from edibles.
Probably took an edible like me. Final Four weekend, I would have done the same thing.
So that's what they're thinking, because the police, they, you know, went and looked at the surveillance footage. And I know they were saying she traveled like 6 football fields. They said they saw no baby in sight. She was claiming that she saw a baby walking on the side of the highway. So she was like going to see what was going on with the baby. So she,
somebody abducted her.
This is what she claimed.
And she was gone for 2 days.
2 days. 2 days she was gone, left her wig, left her phone.
Left it where? At the scene?
At the scene. At the crime scene.
So somebody abducted her, gonna take her wig off?
Maybe sis took it off on.
I'm asking, if somebody abducted you, are they gonna take your wig off, or you can probably keep your wig because it's evidence, no?
Well, why is your wig evidence?
Because if I'm taking you, I'm gonna take all of you just so in case somebody
her purse
comes.
Was left, her phone, her wig. But prior to her disappearance, she had went to she stopped at, I would believe it was Target, and she got like some snacks and.
Oh, she got some kidnapped snacks. Allegedly,
I don't know.
She lying.
I cannot.
Allegedly, like Jesse Smollett.
Yes, it's the new little.
They've
Smollett.
been cooking her on the memes too, guys. He said, I saw a meme. It said, told my boss, I'm taking these 2 days off. It was a picture of her. That's crazy.
So, I mean, we'll see. More stuff I'm sure will come out about it, but prayerfully, she is a Sarah. So, prayerfully, this is not some hoax that she just made up.
Oh, AKA something else, boy. I got my pink on today.
Yes, well, we have on our pink because of the movie.
Oh, Barbie.
Coming out, Barbie. I'm taking low, and one of my girlfriends and her daughter, we're going to go see the Barbie movie tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. If you grew up in the 80s, I'm sure you're 9 times out of 10 a Barbie girl in a Barbie's world. So we wore our pink to support the Barbie movie. Marcus helped me with a reel earlier that I'm super excited to put out. He was totally not feeling it at all.
Was not.
And I was trying to get you out of your funk too. Yeah. Like you can see me in my cute little outfits.
And she has some nice outfit, little purple outfit I like.
Be a part of it, just trying to break up the everyday, the monotony, trying to.
Our everyday is different.
Well, this was something totally different. I haven't done anything like this since I had COVID.
Right.
Yep. So just trying to do something to lift your spirits.
Knowing that she needs an outlet, I'm trying to be better at it. So I'm doing that stupid shit. But
he helped me.
I helped her.
And it was good. You did good.
Yeah.
He was patient. He didn't get an attitude. And I'm very surprised about that for sure. But I think it's going to be cute.
I think so too. I got to put it together, of course.
Yeah, of course, because I don't have time. Obviously, I have all the time. But that is just not something that I'm passionate about. Like, at least you like doing that.
I do. I like being a creator. So
I can be a creative, but I don't like doing that. I can put the looks together. But
that's part of the creative process for sure.
I know. But all of that chopping and splicing and cap cut and all that.
Cap cut, baby.
I'm not doing none of that, brother. You on your own with that one. So, and then the other little girl on Instagram, the one who said about there was, how they go around on Instagram asking people questions. So it's one cute young lady. The gentleman asked her, what would make her a good wife? And so her response was, I didn't listen to all of it, just a couple minutes because I have a very short attention span.
What these kids?
So she was saying her main thing was that she's very
low maintenance.
Low maintenance. She's very low. Did she expound on that?
She just said that. I'm trying to find it. She just said that you don't have to splurge on her, like getting her nails done, getting her hair done.
She doesn't wear makeup.
She don't wear much makeup, so like she's like a cheapskate, very cheap. So like you ain't gotta spend a lot of money. Her love language was acts of service, so she always gonna look out for you and like take care of you. And she's like,
well, that's her love language. What about his? He might not even care about that.
Well, no, but I'm saying well, that's true too. But she was just saying also that, you know, she's a very good like friend and person, and she'll cater to you. And she didn't seem like a pick me. She was a young girl,
right? So
she
probably hadn't experienced.
She has not experienced, because I guarantee you, if somebody was flying her out or buying her bundles or
why they gotta be buying her bundles,
getting her nails and makeup done,
goodness.
She for sure would change that tune.
And so I said it's all subjective. Like we talked about before, I just feel like it's somebody for everybody. Like just if that's your lane, sis, then you're going to find your husband, or excuse me, your husband's going to find you, and he's going to also be in that lane, and it's going to be perfect. So I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I don't know how Marcus will feel about me being like chill or not into
like fashion,
looking nice, or.
I mean, I always say this. You have to have some type of pizzazz for me. And Brand has a lot of pizzazz, clearly. So she keeps, and I'm a visual person. I mean, shallow how. So she keeps my attention with her appearance, with her outfits, with the way she looks, which is very important to me. Yeah. Like, she represents me.
Right. And so that's what I was telling Nat. I was like, now I don't know if Marcus would be, I don't know if that would necessarily work for him. So again, for little sis, such a cute girl too.
Oh, trying to find it.
So I'm sure, you know, when the time comes, I'm sure there's plenty of men in her DMs, because you know,
about to go crazy now in her DMs. She don't want much.
That's what she claims right now. So let's let her live a little longer.
We'll see. You wait.
She'll live a little longer and see.
Yeah, I like that's I'm attracted to pizzazz. Like that's the one thing about you that.
It's the one thing, huh?
That's one of the things. I said that's the one thing.
That's what you said. Y'all heard him, right? That's exactly what he said.
That's one of the things that makes me very attracted to you. Your appearance. And you know that.
Right.
So she always asks me like, what type of hair should I get? Now she don't ask me about the nails anymore. She asks somebody else, but she's always asking about her nails. Oh my
goodness. Y'all, I have gone out, like I'm so excited. Working in retail, you aren't really able, well, the retail stores I worked for, I was never really able to be very adventurous with my nails, with my hair. Even though I keep it pretty basic with my hair. It's going to be a middle part bob, some braids, a few little bundles. That's about it. I don't go all extra crazy. But with my nails, like I've been super excited and trying to get designs and get into it. But before, I would ask Marcus every
single time she would ask me.
But then he would always say purple. And my God,
that's not true.
You would majority of the time you would want me to get some type of purple, and I cannot get purple all the time.
Well, you couldn't because you were in retail, but now you can. You ain't got purple yet. I don't want
purple all the time.
I would not always say purple. I say purple every single time.
Yes, some shade of purple.
Well, that's my favorite color. So.
And I keep white toes, so it's not like I can do purple toes because my toes are always white. So anyway, I've just been super excited. But I do like to ask him, what do you think about this outfit? What do you think about my hair? I send him all kind of wigs, but he is not a fan of the wigs. But I really want one. So I send him all these hairstyles and be like, what do you think? Do you think I would look cute in this? Because obviously I want you to be attracted to me, or, you to find it appealing.
You're correct.
So.
And I appreciate that. She always asks about her hair and even makeup. But again, we got that relationship. Like I can joke with her. If her hair look crazy, I'm going to tell her. Like in a joking way. You know, women, y'all don't want to hear the truth, so I got to joke with you.
Oh, please. And a lot of times my hair does look crazy. That's why I wear many, many hats, which I have one today because my hair is looking a little puffy, but unfortunately I couldn't wear it because of the lighting. But half the time it looks a mess because I am not a kitchen tissue. I do not know. I can do a little flat iron, maybe a little bump. Other than that, my makeup, I'm starting to be a little bit better.
You are
to figure it out, but Marcus doesn't even like a lot of makeup. So
that is no. I don't like a lot. I don't like a lot of makeup. I mean, because I love when she wears makeup. I'm not that type of. You need like I don't want you wearing no makeup.
You don't want me to wear that much.
No, what I say is you don't need that much. It's a difference.
Okay. Well, that is what you said.
If you want to wear a lot, it's fine. You don't need that much.
No, that one time I wore a lot, I looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh, yeah, because it was too white.
Terrible.
I got it was a New Year's tea. I ain't post that picture. And I always post pictures of her. She looked crazy.
So horrible. Like the
whole face white.
Just white.
Like the movie White Girls. White Chicks.
It was so bad. So I'm trying to like figure out what works for me and my skin tone. But I feel like in the mirror it looks so good, and then I get on camera or I take a picture and it just looks terrible. So I don't know. I'm a work in progress with that.
Dang, I'm about to ask you a question. Oh. What is one
Here we go. Non what?
Low in the other room. Dang.
Yeah.
Can't even say it now.
What? No, one what?
Non-sexual thing that I do that's attractive to you. Something that I do or about me is attractive.
One thing about you that I'm
that's
attractive. Okay.
You know what?
Right. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be a little shallow. I really love when you have like a nice, fresh haircut, and your beard is shapely. I'm very attracted to you when you every other Thursday, sometimes every Thursday when you
gotta have a haircut, huh?
I've always before my thing was hats. I always wanted you in like a little backwards hat, which you hated, but you would do it.
So they had the waves.
Yeah, but I do. I like when you saying no.
All right.
So.
That could be anything. Like,
well, then that was one thing. Why can't it just be that?
That's it.
Thank you.
That's
and
it.
You? That's her again. Yes.
Yeah, she said she hungry. Okay, baby girl.
Girl. This would bring your kids to work day. We should have left her at home.
It failed.
Should have dropped her off somewhere else.
We talk freely. The one thing I like about you is that you, currently now is your ability to change, but the way you have like taken on this role, it shows growth. It shows that you are willing to step outside the box because it's not something that's you've done,
right?
And I appreciate that.
You're welcome, honey. I find some solace in it. It's some good things about it, and some I won't say bad, but just some challenging things that's just making me again like just step up or work harder or be better in cooking. And
I enjoy your cooking.
I'm very surprised, y'all, because I don't even think I can really cook that good. It's okay. It's basic.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, it's not his mama cooking, of course, or it's grandma, but
I appreciate your effort again because. You don't have to, but I
do have to.
You making an effort is something that I am, again, appreciative of. I'm thankful for because it's a partnership, and like I said, I am learning to love every part of you, even the growth, even the differences. It makes you who you are, and you taking on this new role. You have worked your whole life and been independent, so now for you not to be doing that, it's a sacrifice for you, and I appreciate the sacrifices.
Well, thank you.
It's not easy.
It's not, and a big part of it for me was just being able to like fully trust somebody in a capacity that I've never really had to do before, financially, emotionally, like just really just being able to trust you to take care of everything. And you've done so, and I'm very appreciative. I'm very proud of you because you have shown me what you've been wanting to show me. But I'm like, no,
you got no faith in your boy.
I'm not. No, it's not that I just needed. No, it didn't even have anything to do with you. It was me. I mean, you are my husband. I should be able to trust you in all aspects of making sure, like just knowing that you'll make sure I'm 100% okay. But I have not done that. I hadn't always been quick to do that. So I'm in a different place now and trying to embrace the new role. Again, it's not like it has to be forever. It's something that I'm okay with doing for the time being.
And even me embracing the role of, not the role, but learning what really makes you happy and how you tick. Like I said, you'll do this as far as can't even dance. So I'm trying to do some ticking. Cannot dance. Yeah, tick fights at school, man. Try to have a serious moment. You want a fucking tick fight.
Oh man. Tick.
Nah, that was girls who could tick fight in school, they was it. If you could dance, you was
I mean, ticking
one of the ones.
It was a little bit easier because it was so slow motion. You didn't really have to do much. And all that rolling and ticking, I couldn't do that, but I could do a little.
One of the ones you could do that.
A little bit. I could do not much, y'all. I've never been a dancer.
Hey, why you drink no wine?
I'm talking.
I got a headache.
You've been having a headache, so.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate the change.
Well, good. He wanted me to turn in my black uniform so I could travel with him when he goes on all his work trips. I ain't been on one yet.
Yeah, because again, I'm a protector. I'll be in the gym. Y'all can ask. Anybody see me in these gyms? I'm in the gym all day, 12 hours a day in the gym. What are you going to do in the hotel room? I don't want you to be on the roaming around in them streets.
I can go to the pool. I can go to the spa. I'm sure it's a restaurant there. I can go to the restaurant. I can hang out. I'm a lounger anyway. You know, I like to lounge. Or make sure you get a hotel that's like the hotel we stayed in Miami. It was perfect. Right across the street was Zara.
Oh, so you spend money.
So I can go. I mean, it's right across the street from the hotel. So I can go look and shop. And
then I'm going to places like Omaha, Nebraska.
Like I've never been to Omaha. Like next week, good steak out
I'm going to Memphis. I definitely don't want you hanging out in Memphis.
But that is on my list, though.
No disrespect to Memphis.
They sound like some disrespect.
Memphis, a little like Glorilla them out there, a little.
I mean, but still, it's just something to do. Well, it wasn't Memphis. I think it was. What's on my list? Oh no, it was because it's Memphis where the blues and stuff
on Beale Street. Yes.
So that was on my little. I have this 40 for 40.
But again, list. You want to hang out with me? I'm gonna be working in the gym. I don't want you hanging out by yourself. That's not a part of the trip. I mean, maybe I'll start if it's my event, I'll just start putting you to work. Like you go like San Antonio and Austin, work. You know, you work. Maybe you do that because.
But then, how is that benefiting either one of us? I mean, it's benefiting you because I'm working for you, obviously. But what do I get out of that?
You spending time with me at the gym.
Oh, okay. But you want me to be the door girl, and I don't want to do that.
This girl right here. That's the most important job. Take the money.
I know. But just sitting there. I've been your door girl for several of your events. I've been a door girl for a very small period of time at a little club in Houston.
Girl, you was there for 2 weeks. Show ass up. Show ass.
I didn't like it.
It's the most important job, taking the money.
And I know the vet door girl. Demetria, she is the Houston OG door girl. But that's just not my ministry. That is not my ministry. But for us, I'll do it. But as long as you have somebody to come relieve me, I can kind of go walk around, look.
And I'm a person, you work, I want y'all to work.
He don't want the people to take breaks.
No breaks.
No lunch. He want the people working for 12 hours with no break, lunch. And I was like, that is not right. You need to get them lunch, even breakfast. So we're working on him. We're working on him. He has several businesses, but you have to take care of your people. If you take care of your people,
that's very true.
Your people will take care of you.
That's very true. I'm learning that too. And you can scale faster. Like you can scale your business faster when you take care of people.
Right. This is true. But we'll see. It's definitely a work in progress for him. But again, that's where I come in because I do have the more customer service background, and
yeah, we ain't even.
He just want to work people to the damn ground.
We talked about this. We joke. We always, when I was in the hosting parties in the clubs and stuff in Houston, a part of the contract, the writer was like, you would get 2 free bottles, 3 free bottles if you hosted plus money, whatever. The bottles were complimentary. So if the bottles were complimentary, I didn't think you had a tip on like free bottles. So Brandi and I were talking a few years ago. She was like, "You never tipped a waitress for free?" But I was like, "No, I never tipped a waitress. So I didn't know you. I didn't know the etiquette." So I mean, I was like, "Oh shit, I feel bad." So and it's Candy. She was always one of our waitresses.
I made him apologize to her.
I did. I had to. My bad. I should have tipped you.
She got us our first house. Like
She did.
She helped us with a lot of stuff, giving you all these damn bottles. You ain't get that girl one
I
dime.
ain't tip her. Brand taught me about etiquette. I didn't know you had to tip the waitress when you got a free
Just
bottle.
a nice gesture.
Even now, I'm a big tipper. Not a huge tipper. I'll tell you, I'm a solid tipper, but
You're a solid tipper.
I tip for everything now. Like, yo, even if it's for $20, I'll tip $5.
Now I don't know about all that now, because sometimes now with this new stuff, this tip,
The vibe dining.
no, not the vibe down. I'm talking about this new like tip. Well, even
Oh,
with that,
oh,
they
yeah,
gonna
with
put
the
that 20% gratuity.
18 gratuity already at it.
But I'm saying, even if I go, I'm going to pick up a order at Wingstop. What am I tipping you for?
I mean, that's true too.
I still tip them, but
That's true.
like, why?
That's true.
It's everything. Every single place you go is. Do you want a tip? Do you want to leave a tip? Do you want to leave? Y'all did not do one thing. And what's so crazy in retail, they wouldn't even let us have tips. All that hard working and bending over backwards and slaving for them damn people, they wouldn't even let the people give us a tip.
It's tough.
Tough. They need to change that. But yeah, you talking about the vibe dining. All these like new vibe dining clubs / restaurants, they gonna automatic 18 to 20% gratuity.
This girl hungry. she worse than her mama. Logan didn't text me dad with 17 exclamation points.
Girl, 10 minutes.
We know you're hungry, baby.
We'll get you some food. My God.
She said, dad, what exclamation points? Like a mama, just worrisome.
I am not that worrisome anymore. I used to be.
Yeah, you used to be. Whew, you are a lot better now, though. But now I miss it.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? You're weird.
I miss it now. I miss her being obsessed.
I'm still obsessed. I'm just not worrisome. And he
true.
hated it.
I hated
it.
Because I never had it before. You know how you you think, oh, this is too much. But then, like me, the person who I am, really, like, I want you to be head over heels about me. Any person I deal with, like, I want y'all to really be, like, into me. Like, yo, if you work for me, locked in. If you, even my events, yo, you on my side, you locked in. We go on his events all the time. Like, for her, I want her to be, she's locked into me, of course, obviously, but, like, crazy.
No. Because I told him there's no in between. It's either crazy or chill. It's one or the other. So you have to pick your poison. And when I was crazy and calling 30 times.
I don't even think she can get crazy anymore. I don't think so. I don't even think it's in you to be crazy. Not like crazy negative, but it's like I don't think you have that in you, or you have the capacity to be like that anymore.
I'm a part of the old lady gang now. You know, I'm an auntie now. Aunties, we just chill. We, coast. We go with the flow. All that drama and negativity and my blood pressure being all up. I already like experiencing hot flashes every 5 seconds. I don't have it in me.
But I don't even do anything. So, well, you ain't.
What you mean you don't do anything?
You ain't had nothing to have like a hot flash about. I mean, like, all your blood pressure be up.
No, it's not you with the hot flashes.
I'm talking about with the blood pressure.
I mean, sometimes I call, you don't answer. Before that would insanity. You already know I would go like, oh my God.
Very rarely
Why
I call.
aren't you answering this phone?
Very rare. It's very rare that I call, that you call, I don't answer. Very rare. No, me.
You will call me right back.
No, me. I'll call you for sure. Don't answer.
Cause what am I doing?
You ain't just fold no clothes.
9 times out of 10, I had to go get something for Logan, or I had to. I mean, I'm in the house. Hell, I ain't went nowhere.
If I answer, you would be insane, man.
Insanity. You know that.
One time.
No, multiple times.
No, I'm saying if you just one call miss.
But I'm gonna call back.
Oh yeah.
I was a stickler for that.
And I learned from her. I was never like that before. You go, oh, she busy.
And I was always tell him, be you. You do not have to be me. You do not like
But
be
I think
Marcus.
in a relationship that happens. I think sometimes. No. I think it's some things that
maybe you're me now and I'm you.
Maybe it's flipped.
Maybe so.
Maybe it's flipped. But now it's like I've been me for so long, or you now I don't know how to go back to the old me.
I'm gonna help you.
But part of the old me was preoccupation. So,
well, get you a hobby. I don't mind you getting a hobby.
Not just a bee, a hobby.
Exactly. Stupid. Get off me.
That'll be, but it's just a hobby.
Just a hobby, you know. Just get you a little hobby. You can start the you were doing your dressing thing with your shoes and your clothes, and you got sick of that, and then you started the one Instagram with the inspiration, fit check. And what was the other one? With the inspiration for the men that you just don't even keep up with. I ain't
locked into that no more, man. I gotta figure out something locked into, man.
I mean, maybe this video, this streaming. Yeah, I think maybe that'll be good for you, and you can make money from it, and it's something that will keep you in the gyms, meeting people, and
maybe.
You know, I think it'll be good for you.
Gotta do something.
Or we can do stuff together besides going out to eat. We could take like a little candle making class. We never went to go pick up our clay bowls that we made
2 years ago for my birthday.
No.
Hell yeah, that was 2021 for sure.
Where we did the pottery class?
Yes.
Oh, now they have a cool like rug making.
Oh, you make a rug?
Yeah, we could do that. You remember we did the little painting with a twist? And we actually hung the paintings up in the restroom in our...
Oh, right.
So there are other little things we can do. Aside from just traveling and going out to eat. Like, we can experience something.
We do a lot of different days. We go to the movies and little stuff like that. But you mean like a active hobby.
Right.
We go Hot Works.
Oh, yeah. We haven't been to Hot Works in a while. But it is very good. Cody texted me yesterday asking, what did I think about it? Because she's thinking about joining. So, shout out to Hot Works, Pearland. Oh, wait, is it? No, Manville. We haven't been in about 2 months, but we'll see y'all soon. That's her again.
Said she want to make a rug.
Logan said that? Oh, my God. Get out of here.
She's in the back listening to the podcast. She want to make a rug. She growing up fast, man. Kids growing fast.
They are growing up fast. My goodness. Yeah. Oh, that AI thing. What do you think about that?
I saw that about putting your kids on the internet. They were saying how with AI, man, like if your kids on the internet, like they can make a video with your kid's voice and like to say like they've been held for ransom. They need money. Mom, can you send me money? It could all be set up via AI. So they got me thinking about not posting my kids anymore.
I know. It's scary.
It's
all
crazy.
This new AI stuff, it's too much. It's too much stuff.
I never did a little AI thing.
We're not doing that.
I mean, I didn't, but yeah, so.
Yeah, no.
Protect your kids, man. You gotta get out of here because she hungry.
We ending early, huh?
I appreciate everybody watching Sloan Cold Facts. We get everywhere I go.
People want to know who we are, so we tell them we are the Titan. Mighty.
Everywhere I go, people always ask me, like, you know, they always say, man, we enjoy your podcast. Y'all funny, y'all crazy, y'all. So I appreciate everyone that watches Sloan Cold Facts. It's just something, this could turn into something big. Right. I'm sure it maybe will. I don't know.
We gonna be on Black Love soon.
Oh, that'd be cool to be on Black Love. Black Love, holler at us. We got a story.
Ooh, Lord, don't we?
Got a little timeline.
My Lord. Father God.
I met her in 2009.
Uh-oh.
Case people.
Oh, God.
I met her in 2009. So. It's timeline. I always want to talk about timeline. She doesn't, so.
Because you get no backlash. You get nothing. I get people to this day still cannot stand me to this day. Still to this day. I really would like to say a choice word to each one of you. My daughter is in there, so I won't. But.
It's from 2009, man. A lot of things happened before and after. So.
Maybe one day. Probably not, but I don't know.
Next Thursday? Yes.
Oh,
next Thursday? Yeah, I mean, I get back early.
Okay. That was going to be me and the girls in here.
No.
It'll be the married girls this time. I have my singles. All the single ladies.
Who married?
Half my other friends are married.
Who? Oh okay. Well, I think next podcast
we'll have a guest. We're gonna have the counselor.
No.
The therapist.
We'll have like a married couple in here. Ooh, a good married couple too.
But you brought to me, yeah.
So we'll see. We'll try to make it work.
Yeah.
All right, man. Sloan Cold Facts. Just off my shoulder.
You had some hair on there.
That's my wife, my co-host.
I'm his wife.
Brandi Sloan. Season 2, episode 6. We out of here.
Deuces.